Job 18. So Job suffered the loss of all things, and his friends, who were amongst the sons of God, who were believers and part of the community of God's people, they assumed that because Job was suffering, therefore he had sinned, therefore he must fess up and repent. And they got increasingly obsessed with this. And as you read their speeches, they get more and more angry with Job, more and more accusatory, more and more dogmatic about the narrative about this man, their former friend, that was emerging in their own mind. No facts were appearing. They were just getting more and more persuaded of their own narrative. And so here Bildad says things like, well, the person who sins will have no children left. They will all be taken away. Well, yes, all Job's children had been taken away. They'd all died suddenly. And then he goes on, this man shall be driven from light into darkness and should be chased out of this world. Very bitter language. This is the place of him who does not know God. Starts to assume all sorts of things about Job. You have a big warning here of not trying to judge other people, because once you start that, then you make all sorts of false assumptions and reason yourself into a position where you are actually hating, or at least rejecting, those for whom Christ died. And that can bar you from God's kingdom. One reason we are told not to judge is because we cannot judge. We have no way of accessing all the information that is needed in order to judge any person. You do not know what is really going on. You think you do, but you actually don't have anything like the clear picture, nor can you read other people's minds. So, because of all this, people unfortunately get so worked up that they end up losing God's kingdom or relationship with him, because at the end of it, God's very angry with these friends. And they have worked themselves up by their assumptions about Job because they refuse to accept that they do not have the mental equipment with which to properly judge him. But they assume, like we do, that, oh, I do. I know what's going on. I know what she's like. So, let's just relax. Don't judge other people and don't keep adding to your own narrative about them.